CHAMPS Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. Hey, and welcome to episode 21 of State Champs Live, presented by Lawrence Tech. With over 100 degree programs, including graduate and doctoral offered at LTU, their one common theme is the focus on theory and practice. The art of learning through classroom and hands-on training. In a world where everyone and everything is digitally connected like never before, the graduates who will be valued most are those who can think critically and communicate effectively. Lawrence Tech's media communication program has been specifically designed to address these requirements. A degree in media communications prepares students to be cross-trained in journalism, broadcasting, production, and public relations. For more information on all the degree programs offered at LTU, head over to their website, ltu.edu today. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. My name is Lauren Plants. I will be introducing our guest in moments. But first, we here at State Champs and Yellow Flag Productions have a solution to help with the graduation issue for so many schools. Earlier, I caught up with our sales director, John Watson. Check it out. All right, to start today's show, we wanted to bring in the sales director for Yellow Flag Productions and State Champs Sports Network. This is John Watson. John, how you doing today?
Great, Lauren. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and it's a challenging time for those in the sales world, but we want to let you know that even though high school sports are not going on, State Champs is diversifying to offer other services to schools, and one of them we think is very important. So if you're out there wondering how you are going to celebrate the class of 2020, I have a senior in my household. Social distancing doesn't mean being disconnected. Yellow Flag Productions will stream virtual graduations or virtual honor ceremonies, whatever you dream up. It's a great way to celebrate the students' accomplishments so that family and friends from all over the world can share in this experience together. John is going to tell you a little bit about how you can get involved in it, and it's cheaper than you might think.
Yeah, Yellow Flag has a full service production and streaming capabilities. Our goal is to make this easy for the administrators, the person in charge of graduation, whether it be the principal or the superintendent. We can produce a virtual ceremony, whether it be a graduation, an honors program, National Honor Society night, for as little as $379 per student. This is going to provide great memories that will last a lifetime.
We've been doing streaming for a long time now, and we've kind of got it down pat. So, John, tell them what types of virtual ceremonies we want to do. I kind of alluded to it, but give them a little more detail.
Yeah, we can do obviously a graduation ceremony where you can gather up 600-700 people in an online environment through our YouTube and Facebook streaming platforms. We can also do senior honors night. It's a great way to do it, whether it's academics or athletics or even you can do some activities like band. We can always get them together through our virtual ceremonies to get this done. Yeah,
there's a whole bunch. There's a litany of things that we can do. And what we offer you, this can be as traditional as you want. It's speeches from school administrators, the salutatorians, the valedictorians. This is a forum that you can award all of your individual honors. You can make them separate ceremonies if you like. Recognize the achievements that these students have earned. We create the platform where students can celebrate together as a group. So if there is a school that is interested in our services, John, how early can we do it, and how do they get in touch with you?
Yep, we can set this up a little as 3 weeks out. Right now we're looking at late May, June, all the way through summer, because I know some schools are kind of holding out hope, possibly do it in a live environment, but we can still do it throughout the summer as well. So late May, early June is the best way to set this up. Takes us about 3 weeks to gather all the videos and the senior pictures along with their messages. If you want to contact me, you can reach me through my email, jwatson, that's JWATSON, at yellowflagproductions.com, or you can reach out and call me on the cell, 313-407-4415.
All right, I want to thank John Watson, the sales director for Yellow Flag Productions and State Champs Sports Network, for coming on live today. And again, get out there. If you're interested, sign up because it's going to fill up fast. Thanks, John, for being here.
Thanks, Lauren.
All right, let our decade of experience in streaming productions help you salute the seniors in the best way possible. Another great way to reach us is through our Yellow Flag Productions LinkedIn page. You can communicate with us there. We can host your school's graduation. Okay, coming up later, we have a clip of the day that is maybe one of the best shout outs a Michigan high school could have received from one of the most popular professional athletes in the country. Stay tuned. But first, let's get to today's Hungry Howie's Twitter question of the day. And today's question is, what is your favorite high school sports movie? Is it Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights, Coach Carter, or other? You know, the Plymouth Canton School superintendent just so happens to be the real Remember the Titans coach, Herman Boone's daughter. I interviewed her about her dad as part of our Black History Month salute in February. You can find that on our YouTube page if you'd like to check it out. Anyway, find State Champs Michigan on Twitter. Vote for today's question of the day. We'll read the results tomorrow. Okay, every so often on Live, we want to raise the awareness on some of the amazing organizations doing critical work to support the men and women who are treating the thousands of individuals suffering from the coronavirus. FLAG is one such nonprofit, the Frontline Appreciation Group. Get this, since the crisis began, they have provided more than 30,000 meals to healthcare workers at 33 hospitals in Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties and Ann Arbor. At the same time, their efforts are providing much needed business to about 50 local restaurants that prepare, package, and deliver the meals. More hospitals and restaurants are being added all the time. And today we have one of the co-founders of FLAG, Mhsa Toomey, joining me to talk about it. Hi, Mhsa. Thanks for coming on live.
Hey, Lauren, thanks so much for having me here. I really appreciate the opportunity to get to speak to you. And I know we're not a typical sports team, but we are an awesome team. So we fit that.
Absolutely. So tell us, what is FLAG's origin story? Because as much as the idea sounded incredible, getting it off the ground had to be a big challenge.
It actually is really simple. I had heard about it from a friend of a friend. I heard about FLAG, and which stands for Frontline Appreciation Group. And so some of my other friends here locally, we had been thinking to ourselves, what could we do to give back? We were all fortunate enough to be home, obviously not on the front lines, but we all kind of have those servant hearts. We wanted to find a way to serve others, but still, following the rules of staying home. So I'd heard about this. I came back and I just said to my friends, what do you think? It's just a Facebook group. We're going to collect donations. We pay the local restaurants to prepare and then deliver food to the local hospitals. And I was like, what do you think? Should we try it? And, right away, my friends were like, let's go for it. I mean, I think I mentioned it to them around noon. And by 6:20 that night, we had launched a Facebook group. Yeah, that's all of us. We had launched a Facebook group, and it just exploded. It really took off because I think it gave people something they were looking for, a way to give back and still stay home.
Right. I mentioned over 30,000 meals in the opener. How does FLAG Metro Detroit rank with other FLAG chapters around the country?
Sure. So right now there are over 100 FLAG groups. And really the beauty of FLAG is its ability to be duplicatable, and it can scale to any size. So whereas most FLAG groups are serving a couple of hospitals, we are serving 40 hospitals. So we are the largest. As you mentioned, we've so far raised $275,000. We've delivered 30,000 meals. We've paid back to the local restaurants about $175,000. And so our reach is huge. We are called FLAG Metro Detroit, but the reality is we are really serving Southeast Michigan. So everything, including Detroit. We're also including Ann Arbor, downriver. So it's quite a range. And it's pretty incredible how this community has responded, because it's, we are so far and above, a typical FLAG might raise around $30,000. So it's, it's a pretty special group, and everyone in this area should feel really proud to be part of it.
That's right. We Michiganders, we take care of our own, right? All right. If you have any
Me
comments or
too.
questions for Flag Metro Detroit co-founder Mhsa Toomey, now is the time to ask them on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, and I will get to them shortly. So we get it from the restaurant and hospital side, but what if our listeners or viewers want to get involved? How do we donate or join Flag Metro Detroit?
Wonderful. So we would love to have you join. There's two ways. You can donate directly through our website, and that is just Flag Metro Detroit. Then we also encourage you to come to our Facebook group, and that is also Flag Metro Detroit. And I think the website is super if you want to get some quick information and find out what we're doing. But the Facebook group is really where the community happens, and that's where you get that the positivity, the connectedness, and also see some really creative ways that people are finding to give back. So it's neat to get the frontline stories. You really see it's kind of almost like being part of a reality show in a positive sense, because you get to see, hey, you may only donate $20, but you now get to see how the story of that $20 progresses. It goes to the restaurants and they're making the food, and you'll see images of the food preparation and all the rules they have to follow, right? It has to be individually wrapped with gloves and masks and all that. And then you get to see it come to these frontline workers, and you see their appreciation and the photos and the thank yous that you're receiving from them, and hearing, wow, I had this really demanding shift. And, I mean, you'll hear some things that will just touch your heart about, the people on life support and how they had these very emotional days, and getting that meal helped them through the day. And you're part of it by being part of Flag. And I think that's why we've had so much success, because it's not just a matter of, oh, I gave $20 and I don't really know the impact it had. Your money goes 100% to this mission. Your money is 100% tax deductible, and your money is 100% making an impact on a restaurant and a frontline worker.
All right. Flag has a 22,000 Facebook member community, so you should join that. Before we get to your comments or questions, if you have any, it's time for This Week in State Champs History. Our guest today has a lacrosse player in the household, so let's check out a historic game from 2018.
Two years ago, we featured an East Michigan versus West Michigan showdown on the lacrosse field. The perennial champs Birmingham Brother Rice meeting Grand Rapids Forest Hill Central. FHC came in undefeated, ranked 9th in the Midwest, and history was made as Forest Hill Central dominated, becoming the first public school to beat Rice since the sport was sanctioned by the MHSAA back in 2005. 12-5 would be your final score. This Week in State Champs History is presented by Lawrence Tech Athletics. Recruit yourself at ltuathletics.com.
We're joined today by Flag co-founder Mhsa Toomey, and we do have a question on Facebook, and it's really, how can local restaurants connect with you to become one of the restaurants you order from?
Oh, absolutely. So we encourage you. We have there's a Gmail address that you can send to. It's just flagmetrodetroit@gmail.com. We try to keep things very simple, but if you send your request to that Gmail account, you will get all the instructions to become a vendor. It's really very simple, and we are always encouraging restaurants to reach out to us. We want to help the local economy, and we're always excited to have new restaurants join us.
All right, fantastic. Question from Twitter. How do you choose which hospitals you deliver food to, and how, in terms of getting the particular ones? There's so many to choose from.
Absolutely. That's a great question. So right now we're serving 40 hospitals. In the beginning, we were reaching out to the hospitals. At this point now, hospitals are also reaching out to us, but we are really covering all of them. I think I don't think we've left any out at this point. And certainly if that person is someone from a hospital that we have not delivered to, I would absolutely encourage them to send a message to our Gmail account. Again, that is flagmetrodetroit@gmail.com. And but if someone is at a hospital that we have served and maybe they weren't a recipient, because there are different units that we send to, you can always send a request. We are we are here to serve, and we love being able to find people. A lot of times what we'll hear is, the ICUs or the ER departments get remembered, but then maybe the pharmacy or the respiratory therapists, or, there are kind of niche units within the hospital that are still doing such valuable work and still on the front lines, and they get forgotten. So we always just encourage you, reach out. We are here to serve.
All right. Great what you guys are doing. I mean, it really is, God's work. I tell you, we're always preaching teamwork and winning here. It's apparent that you're doing both. Back on April 18th, we stepped up. We made a $300 donation to Flag on behalf of our great partner, DMC. But before we let you go, is there anything else you want to add?
Two things. I hope I said flagmetrodetroit.org, not .com.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
a, org.
Yep.
But also, we are finding there are a lot of really creative ways to give back. And so we just encourage you, if you have special talents that you feel like you can do things, like we've had these little kids doing sidewalk art, and they donate the proceeds to us and raised over $2,000 doing that. We are also partnering with foundations to create really special giving situations. So right now we're talking to the Ted Lindsay Foundation, which is, an amazing foundation and does incredible work with Beaumont. We are also in a partnership with Suburban Collection, and right now your donation dollars are doubled. So they're doing a up to $10,000 match, which is incredible, and it's this Honk for Flag campaign. So I encourage you to check that out, because it's another fun way to get involved, help spread the word. The need is still very intense and very immediate. And, these frontline, we're hearing from them that they absolutely are so appreciative of everything that we do. And, I feel like people might think, oh, life's starting to get a little bit back to normal. Maybe the need isn't so intense. And it really is. They really, it really makes their day. So I encourage you to get involved, come check us out. And like I said, we are here to serve.
Monica, thank you. You take care of you as well. And let's talk again soon. We'll get an update on how you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lauren. I really appreciate this opportunity. And this has been wonderful talking to you. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, time now for the MHSAA clip of the day.
Holly High School, what's up, guys? This is Mike. We're dealing with some tough times right now. Let you know, keep working hard. We're in this together. We'll definitely be playing baseball again someday, hopefully sooner rather than later. Let you know I'm thinking about you guys through these tough times, and stay strong.
And that's your MHSAA clip of the day.
All right, Mike Trout on the shout out. Hey, you don't have to be a celebrity to have your clip be the clip of the day. Direct message us on Twitter, email the link, or send the link on Facebook or YouTube. I promise we'll check it out. Hey, we're committed to helping you become the best athlete you can be. Check out this sample of DMC's Game Changers.
The ACL in the female athlete is something that I've studied for the last 35 years. But why are we still having these injuries 4 to 5 times more frequently than males in those same sports? Well, recent studies may be pointing in the right direction. Our female brain functions a little bit differently than the male brain. We process information in a more organized, less chaotic manner. So what we need to do is train the female athlete's brain for the chaos of the game.
And that was just a part of the segment. We have a total of 15 full 2-minute segments. They are uploaded weekly on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Hey, State Champs is more than just high school sports. For years, we've been covering high school robotics and esports too. Follow RoboZone's show to get brand new interviews of robotics teams, and check out the State Champs Esports Twitch channel for all kinds of game action. Let's get to the result of yesterday's Hungry Howie's Twitter question of the day. Which Michigan high school athlete who was recently drafted did you think will have the biggest impact in the NFL? And it's clear, KJ Hamler, the former Orchard Lake St. Mary's product. He was amazing there. He actually had some prep school experience too before he went on to Penn State. he is the winner. Tomorrow on Live, right now is a very precarious time for everyone. Are you taking care of your mental health? Are you supporting our high schoolers? The important thing right now is to listen. The organization Be Nice has been working with the MHSAA on this issue and so much more. We will talk with Christy Buck. Please join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. And if you know of a guest or a topic we should talk about too or about here on Live, please email our show coordinator, Amanda. Her email address is amanda@yellowflagproductions.com. Now, today also happens to be my 20-year wedding anniversary, so shout out to Renee Plant for sticking with me. Can't wait to see what the next 20 years has in store. I love you. Okay, we'll see you back here Thursday on State Champs Live.
Right now, we are all longing for the roar of a crowd, the excitement of a stadium filled with cheering fans, and the ecstasy of celebrating a hard-fought victory. But right now, we're all on the same team, and we must do our part to make sure as many students, athletes, coaches, teachers, parents, and loved ones are there when we have the luxury to resume our rivalries and start rooting for our teams once again. Stay home and stay safe.
State Champs Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers.